What's the most amazing thing about the universe? That it doesn't exist to be observed. In fact, under different circumstances, all of its trillions of stars and planets and oceans and moons and mountains could exist for billions of years without ever being observed by anyone. Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke. That we just don't understand it. It could be flat. It could be irregular. There could be another one. It's growing at an exponential speed. Its invisible contents. We try to learn more about it using our earthly knowledge, but there is certainly more to it. It's like trying to wrap your head around eternity. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love. Everyone you know. Everyone you ever heard of. Every human being who ever was. Lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering. Thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager. Every hero and coward. Every creator and destroyer of civilization. Every king and peasant. Every young couple in love. Every mother and father. Hopeful child. Inventor and explorer. Every teacher of morals. Every corrupt politician. Every superstar. Every supreme leader. Every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Carl Sagan. There is a theory which states that if ever anyone discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. There is another theory which states that this has already happened. Douglas Adams. That whatever our problems are, big or small, it won't matter in 1,000,000 years, worst being a nuclear war or something. This is one I thought about recently. I believe that Carl Sagan said that we, sentient entities, are a way for the cosmos to know itself. With this in mind, when we think about the end of our universe, whether it be through a big shrink, big cooling, or what have you, we get apprehensive. We probably will never see this end. Many of us will be dead. Yet, we still get a cold fear in our hearts. We are also a way for the cosmos to fear its demise. The only way we can see the universe is from inside it. We will likely never possess any way of viewing our universe from outside its physicality. That every single random event since the dawn of creation, the birth and death of stars, planets and galaxies, the very genesis of life has led to you being here right now to ask this question. Plenty of things. The way we perceive the universe, in its physical form, we think it's all around us, on a cosmic scale. But more than that, it's inside all of us. We are made of each and every atom that the universe is comprised of. It sounds super philosophical and like something a stoned person would say. But the distinctness within our universe is what sets everyone apart. The way each of us, made up of the same elements of this universe, yet manage to be so different. Perhaps you could say the greatest and rather miraculous thing of all is in fact, life. If you were on a planet 65 million light years away from Earth and had a really good telescope, you could see the dinosaurs. The fact that people have been around for thousands of years and I just happen to exist at the same time as 699INE. A single human brain has as many neurons as there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Around 100 billion. Source: I'm neuroscientist filled with useless facts about the brain. The infiniteness when you look out there is crazy. Knowing what you can see is on a speckle. We are here. If by the means of a creator or by mere chance. Our solar system lives in one of the most isolated territories in our galaxy, which is in one of the most empty parts of the universe. We are essentially nothing. In terms of the universe, if in fact the universe is truly infinite, then not even our own galaxy supercluster makes up even the smallest fraction possible of 0.0000001%, infinite number of zeros, which in turn is pretty much zero. The known universe that we have mapped on a chart is the same fraction as 0. Infinite is a concept that many of us cannot understand, or that we ever will. You will never reach even the smallest fraction of the number infinite. The fact that we exist, are aware of it, and many of us don't even give it a second thought is what really seems incredible to me. Thank you so much for the silver. I feel deeply honored that someone felt this way about my comment. LOL. That if you put it into a tube, you'd end up with a very long tube, probably extending twice the size of the universe. That it is the only thing that makes our existence possible. As far as we know, the universe is literally all there is in this world. Why? What if it just didn't exist and there was nothing? Why is there something? Why is our one lonely planet the only one we know of which hosts organisms that are actually able to experience reality? What's the point of it all? That most of what we know about it are theories and based out of laws of physics. So much has been assumed, until the black swan flips the equation. The fact that there is in essence no end to the universe. It is expanding so rapidly we'll never see the edge. And that it must be expanding into something. Or nothing. But we'll probably never know which. My wife is in it. There's a lot of amazing stuff. But without her in it, it's just not that significant to me. That maybe all events were determined to happen from the beginning. Because laws of physics can go only one possible way. But quantum mechanics, they could be just a more complicated set of rules. But still be deterministic. And the most amazing thing is combining determinism with a big crunch theory. There are two options. 1. The universe collapses unto itself. Then starts again. With the exact same events as the last time. That means you'll live your life infinite times. Your first kiss will repeat forever. But also that time you stepped on Legos without shoes. 2. The universe collapses unto itself. Then starts again, but it's a completely new set of events. That as far as we know it could only exist within our minds. And there's no way to prove to ourselves it's truly real outside of our own reality. The universe we see is from the human perspective. Imagine if life did not exist. What would the universe be? What thing is it? With no one around to perceive it. Sorry if I'm not making any sense, but I can't wrap my head around what would this place be without consciousness to perceive it. What is reality? Without any observer. The most amazing thing in my opinion is that no one actually knows where it came from. There are many beliefs scientifically and religiously. But we don't actually know because we weren't there to witness its birth. In the entire unimaginable vastness that is the universe, we somehow managed to evolve from single-celled organisms into creatures with brains that allowed us to create technology. Eyes that allow us to interpret radiation in such a way as to see that technology. And the motor skills and reasoning to be able to pose this question to all the other humans on our tiny little rock as it hurtles through space in orbit around a massive ball of never-ending explosions. Also, run on sentences. That we can see so much of it. We could be on a planet blanketed with permanent clouds, and see nothing. Our universe keeps expanding faster and faster. Which means there must be matter energy which negates gravity. Which we call dark matter energy. And by the rate the universe keeps accelerating, the amount of dark matter energy must be much bigger than the amount of matter with gravity in the universe. But we don't know where it is or how it works. It's possible it's everywhere, but we just can't detect it. When the Milky Way galaxy inevitably collides with our neighbor galaxy Andromeda, the likelihood of two stars actually colliding with each other is almost none. It's an obvious example, but that it is constantly expanding. It is far too much of a head duck to comprehend. Coldest place in the universe is on Earth. The fact how it's infinite. We have barely scratched the surface of our galaxy. And it makes me sad I won't be able to see what we humans will do. If it really is infinite, then there's an infinite chance of everything happening right now. Right now an alien civilization has gone extinct. A star has gone supernova, etc. This one is a bit more insane, but please understand. I'm not talking about alternate realities or dimensions. Just an infinite universe. Meaning infinite chances of everything possible happening. If you could travel far enough in a single direction in a short period of time, you'd find another galaxy that happened to form and develop exactly how the Milky Way galaxy did. So hypothetically, there's a galaxy identical to the Milky Way, with the same Earth, with the same events happening at the same time as our Milky Way. But there are possibly other galaxies the same as the Milky Way but with different events happening. Like maybe there's a version of me committing a crime and that's the only difference. Or there's one where humanity has already died out due to nuclear war. Maybe there's a Milky Way that's a few thousand years behind the one we're living in and humans have just invented the wheel. All of this is happening right now. All of this will happen again 1 second later. All of this has happened 100 years ago. Because there's an infinite chance of it happening all the time. That eventually, billions of years in the future, because of the rate of expansion in the universe, life forms will look up from their planet and not be able to see any stars, or observe them through a telescope, and will assume that their solar system is literally the only thing in existence in the universe. If the universe stretches infinitely, then somewhere out there exists a planet exactly like Earth in every way, down to the molecule. The fact that you posted this with just the right phrasing, at just the right time of day, in just the right time in this universe, that 60k other people were also able to see it and liked it just enough to upvote it so you could get your precious internet points. That is truly amazing of you. Think about it. If you could put the universe into a tube, you'd end up with a very long tube, probably extending twice the size of the universe, because when you collapse the universe it expands and you wouldn't want to put it into a tube. The Big Bang may actually have been the inverse creation within the singularity of a black hole. Our universe may be the remnants of another. We will never see all of it. It might be possible with Earth that one day we will have seen everything on the surface or underwater, but there will always be something left completely unseen in the universe. If millions of light years away an alien civilization is looking at Earth through a telescope, then they will see dinosaurs roaming the planet. The universe constantly expanding, so that means there are parts of the universe that currently don't exist and we might be able to go there someday. Out of all the technology we have on Earth, we have yet to find other human beings like us. Space itself can't reach a perfect vacuum. Therefore, the coldest spot in the entire known universe is a lab in Italy. Most amazing thing about the universe? 2 things. 1. The fact that we are all energy. The same energy. Having a temporary human experience. 2. The fact that our thoughts literally create the reality we each personally experience. I absolutely love this experience. We get to feel love, and that's definitely something to be grateful for. That with all the amazing things created, I'm stuck in my bathroom because I ate too much cheese. The mystery of dark matter/energy. So you're saying with all that we know, we still have no idea what 95% of the universe is?